to sign on here, and let's see who we got tonight that's going to join us for Touching Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick, waiting for a few people to sign in. This is great. Got lots of things to share with you guys. Lots of new things. Lots of things coming up. So welcome to Touching Eternity, the podcast. If you log in, please send me a message and so that I know that you're watching, and let me know that you are in the room and joining me tonight. Yes, I got on a little bit later than normal, so I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I go live. I am live before I go get into everything. So good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Touching Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's go to the full scene. So while I'm waiting for some people to come into the room, since it's after 8 o'clock, we're going to talk a little bit about Touching Eternity, the event, because it was fantastic. We got some new things coming up next year. So I'm hoping to get a few of you to sign up so I can tell you all the good news about upcoming events and things that are happening, and hopefully get into some readings. Let me see what we got here. Let's see, let's get a few more people. There we go. A few more people signed in. Please message me when you sign in, so therefore I know you're here. Okay, and we're going to get started talking about Touching Eternity, the event, and we're going to talk a little bit about a whole bunch of upcoming events that we have. So I'm looking forward here to get talking soon. Got 3 people in the room. I see Michelle is here. Celeste is here. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? So I got a lot to share with y'all. And a lot of things to tell you about what happened, all the fun stuff that we did. Hey, Mark and TK Johnson. Good. I got a few of you signed in now, so I'm going to get started on a few things. So this past week was Touching Eternity, the event. And it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. We had a great turnout. We were in a great hotel. We were in a magical place. Everything went well. Everybody really, really enjoyed the conference. We offered so many different facets of metaphysics and spirituality that helped a lot of people, grow and move forward. I'm doing good, Celeste. Thank you, my love. So I just want to share with you guys, what was at the conference. So I taught. Well, let me step me last. The main attraction, of course, main 3 attractions was all the people from abroad. So we had Miss Josephine McKenzie, who taught psychic art, and we had everybody was in there learning how to connect to different energies of spirits and get a drawing. And then my little sister, hey love, hey Deanie. I didn't get any of those string beans, but I'm looking forward. Well, that's probably too late now. Anyway, so psychic art with Josephine McKenzie. She got people to do some meditation, and then she started, having people connect and then do drawings, and some of those were phenomenal. And then we had Dominic Bogue, who worked on mediumship and its structure. And Dominic, everybody loves some Dom. Him and Josephine are both from Scotland, so they're really lovely people, really lovely group of people. And then we had Scott Milligan, who was teaching physical mediumship and trance. And we actually sat in a live seance, and that was a lot of fun. And it was truly amazing. We had a nice auction afterwards where the trumpets that flew and the things that the spirit touch people would buy. And it was awesome. We got to speak to some spirit people that came through. The little children came through and touched a few people. It was truly a blessing. It was truly a really blessed event. Everybody had a wonderful time. If you missed it, I'm sorry. It was really a spectacular. This was probably one of my favorite events, just because I wasn't running a psychic fair and Touching Eternity at the same time. So I was able to enjoy the students more and spend more quality time with the students. And that meant a lot to me. I did my course was of course energetics. I taught energetics, which I'm offering that course soon. Those of you who are interested in taking energetics, that course will be, there we go. That course with me would be August 23rd and 24th. It is 125 for that course. And so it is a weekend course. Hey, Mark. Mark and Jamie, how y'all doing? We'll stay tuned because I got some information for you guys. But anyway, energetics is going to be August 23rd and 24th. It is a course that will definitely wake you up. It is definitely a course that will make you see things in a different light. It is also a course that if you're into the law of attraction will help you attract what you need. So I highly, highly recommend this course. The students loved it. It's a lot of fun. It's a very informational course. But before that, I'm going to be teaching a mediumship course. And that is going to be Discovering the Medium in You. It is going to be July 19th and 20th. The cost is $300. If you do both courses, when you complete energetics, you will get if you do both, I will give you a $25 discount, but you have to complete both courses to get it. So at the end of the energetics course, you will get a $25 cash back if you do both courses. So you have to pay from up front, but you will get $25 cash back at the end of the other course. So those are the two courses that I've been posting that you guys have seen, is energetics and Discovering the Medium in You. Now also, because a lot of people ask me about a mediumship course, and so there you go. There, I got a new one coming in July. Now this Friday, Friday the 13th, I am at the Mystic Resource Center, 1708 Lake Avenue with Misty Gaither. We'll be doing a mediumship gallery. Please come join us. We've sold plenty of tickets. I think we've sold now more than half what the place can hold. So we're doing good. We're doing good. So guys, if you want to join us, hey Chris, if you'd like to join us, that will be Friday the 13th. At the Mystic Resource Center at 7 p.m. It'll be from 7 to 8:30. It'll be Misty Gaither and I bringing you the latest in spirit talk. So we're going to be talking to your loved ones on the other side. So I wanted you guys to get a look at some of those upcoming events. And full scene. There we go. Anyway, something else got coming up here too is the cruise. So that's what I wanted to talk. Hey, Michelle and Jessica and Rachel. Oh, we got a bunch signing in. Great. So next year, Touching Eternity will be a cruise. The cruise will take off out of New Orleans. It will be April the 19th to the 26th. I tried to look at dates to see what would be. Hey, Jessica Richardson. There's two Jessicas in. I wanted to find a time to take this cruise because I have a lot of people interested in going to see The Healer. And let me see if I can bring that note. I'm trying to fix something on the screen. Anyway, I don't know why that's doing that. Only Magni can tell. Oh, there we go. I got rid of it. There we go. Anyway, so it's going to be April 19th to April 26th. It's going to be on the Norwegian Escape. I have a lineup. It's a different lineup than this year for Touching Eternity because of the date. I couldn't get the same crew. Assistance? No, I got it.
You got it?
I sent you a text though. Read your text. Anyway, so April 19th to the 26th, we'll be going to Belize. And we'll be going to see the Belizean Healer. That's an optional tour you can take. We'll be going on a sensing trip in Cozumel. Well, Cozumel's first, and then Belize is the sensing tour. And then there are some classes and some time for you to go off and do your own thing. We have some great speakers. It's going to be different. This is going to be a different type of event. This is going to be Touching Eternity 2026, the Sense Healing Cruise. So it's all about sensing. We're going to teach people sensing. Thank you. We're going to teach people sensing, and we're going to teach people so we're going to take them to learn some healing stuff. We're going to take them to a class. So if you're coming on as a healer, you definitely want to go get off in Belize. And if you want to learn how to sense, that too, we will probably have some sound healing as well. So we're going to be doing a little bit of we have a lot of paranormal people coming on this cruise. So there will be some talks. We have some surprise guests for you that's going to give lectures. One of our guests, Miss Jill, has a huge following on TikTok, and then Misty Gaither will be there with Quest. Trenny Simmons will be on this cruise with me as well. And we're going to be teaching, demonstrating, and giving lectures and having a lot of fun. We will have a trivia night on board with paranormal, metaphysical, and serial killer trivia. So it's just a lot of fun. We'll have some crazy gifts for that when we do that. So we have a trivia night planned for that trip. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we will be back in Orlando in 2027. So are they going to do a... Oh, yes, they definitely doing a payment plan. That's why I'm trying to get it set up as soon as possible, because right now, if I can get y'all in, it's really a great deal. So let me tell you what the cruise lines offer, but this is at today's price. In another week, it's going to be, the prices will change, and they fluctuate up and down depending upon when you book. They said it's best to book around early, and if there's a holiday near. And since there's a holiday near and it's early, this is probably the best time you can get the biggest discount. So with this price I'm going to give you, I can tell you what the current price is. With this price I'm going to give you, it is for seven days on the cruise ship. All your meals are included. Of course, it's a cruise ship, but all your alcohol is included with this price. You get a upgraded dining experience with this price. You get the low-level Wi-Fi package with this. It's not a good Wi-Fi package. You can upgrade it if you like, if you want to. You don't have to, because we're going to keep you so busy you won't even need your phone. But anyway, you get that package plus your cabin. The lead in the cabin gets a $50 discount on any type of anytime they book a tour through the cruise line, which the medicine tour is through the cruise line. The other tour may not be. That's something I'm working on currently. But with all of that, and this includes your taxes and your gratuities, the only thing this price doesn't include is like your if you wanted insurance, then it's an extra fee for that. But the price, let me get it for you. It's right here on the front page. The price for an inside room, and this is there's not much difference between the inside room and the balcony, let me tell you. If you want an inside room, the whole cabin, not per person, the whole cabin costs $23.23, so $2,323. So you cut that, if you find a roommate to go with you, you can cut that price in half. That's just for the cruise. There will be an additional add-on for the cost of the program. If you want to take the classes and do all those things, there will be an addition. If you want to come to the gallery, all that's because only the students and people who pay for the package will get to come to the gallery and do the classes and stuff like that. That's going to be an extra fee, but both of these packages you can pay over time. In fact, on the cruise ship, you just have to put a deposit down. Yes, you could bring anybody you want. Yes. We encourage you to bring friends. They don't have to. The people that cruise with you don't have to purchase the event. That's what's good about this. Usually they put an event price in there that makes everybody have to pay this high amount. We're not doing that. We're only going to charge people who are coming to our events separate from the cruise. So that way you can bring friends and or family or whatever to enjoy your time on the cruise ship as well. Because you will have some time, to yourselves. As it's a whole week. The full day of classes are going to be on the second day of the cruise and the last day of the cruise. So those are full days of classes, and then we have two in the 4 days that we're in port. We 2 of those days we have tours that you can choose to go on or not. One of them is going to be a healing tour. The other one's going to be a sensing tour, where we're going to take you and let you practice what you've learned on land in an area where there's some history. So hey, Mike. So that's what those are optionals. You don't have to go on these events. You can still come take the classes, but in order to come to the event, I think I'm pretty sure the price is going to be around to go to all the classes and the lectures and everything. We're probably looking. I'm going to probably drop it a little bit this year, probably about $475. I may go. I got to check and see what the cruise is going to cost me to put my teachers in. So once I figure, I'll be looking at about $475. It shouldn't be more than $475. Like I said, we just started planning this. I've not even got all the teachers set up. I got 4 of us. I think that's what we're going to stay with, the 4 of us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It goes to, you probably will need a passport for this cruise. I would recommend it if you're going to get off the boat. If you're not going to get off the boat, you don't. But I recommend getting a passport for the cruise. And if you want to know if you really got the money to spend, I always get the thermal package too, because I like laying up in the jacuzzi and in the steam rooms and all that in the gym. And they got big jacuzzi. It's like it comes up to you here, and it's hot and it bubbles and it's relaxing as hell. And then it's really, really nice. So but all of this is, you can pay it on time. That's what's great about this. They got one of those companies, I don't know, but it's like, those companies that they'll let you do it at 0% interest. But anyway, the cruise is going to be April 19th to April 26th. I'm still putting it together. It should be out I'm hoping by the weekend, or maybe when Magni gets back in town. But I'm trying to at least get the stuff up on my website so that you can start putting your deposit, because the earlier you book, the cheaper it's going to be. And you don't have to buy the classes up front. You can buy them later, and there'll be a payment plan for that too. So again, you can't beat this, folks. It's going out of New Orleans. You can pay it all the way through April. You just got to make your final payment, I think, like the month before for the cruise. And as far as the classes go, you have until the day the class starts to finish your payment for the classes as well. No. That's for 2 people. Divide that by 2, Jamie. That's the cost of the inside cabin for the whole for everybody. For the 2 people. So you divide that by 2. And if you do the balcony, it's $28.82 or $28.83. Now those prices will change because but that's what it is right now if you do it. And that's for 2 people, not 1. Good. And like I said, and again, you can't beat it. I mean, that's all your meals. It's all your entertainment. It's, on the cruise ship, it's all your alcohol. It's all your sodas, because they charge you for sodas on the cruise. There is no maximum. So, I mean, there really is no maximum. If we sell that many, they'll give us more rooms to hold classes in, and we'll do like we did the Touching and Turning this year, and we'll have multiple classrooms with different groups. And so yes, that's 2026, April 2026. Yeah, so that's really, really exciting. I'm very excited about it, but I'm just as excited about Misty and I's Friday the 13th, this Friday at Mystic, doing a gallery for everybody. But we're going to have lots of activities that are personal to our group. Like we're going to have a trivia night. I'm thinking about trying to put together a pajama party of some kind, where you come in shorts or your shirt, t-shirt, or your pajamas, and we have a lady joining us who's really big on TikTok with telling ghost stories, and so we'll do ghost stories, and we'll share We'll do a ghost stories hour one night and have a lot of fun with that. And there'll be a lot of classes on sense. I'm definitely teaching sensing, how to find missing people, how to locate things, how to do mapping. Those are the kind of things that I'm going to be teaching. It's 7 days. It's April 19th to April 26th. Yes, I could bring 100 people to Touch an Eternity on this cruise. Yes, I could. Yes, they could accommodate 100 people easily. They can, Chris. The only thing the numbers affect is the number of ballrooms that we get. So, what or number of the event space that we get. So if we only bring 30 people, we're gonna probably have one space. If we get more like 30 to 50, we'll probably have two. If we have 75, we might have to have more than two or break them into different groups. So it just depends. But yes, the boat can accommodate a few thousand. April 19th to the 26th. Don't book the cruise yet. Wait till I post it, because you're going to get it. I think they're going to give you a little bit of a break, because you're going to go through my group person. That's why you're going to get a better rate than if you go straight to the thing. And remember, the price I just told you includes all your taxes, all your port fees, all your gratuities. That's everything. Because normally they nickel and dime you at the end with all that stuff. But that's everything. Okay, so no, come. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, and so let's do it. I mean, I'm ready. I love cruising. I'm actually going to be missing. I was supposed to go on a cruise on the new ship that Norwegian has the week before this, and because I couldn't book any other time, I'm moving my deposit off that ship and putting it on this one, and that was going to the Bahamas. So, but I'm not going to be able to do that cruise with my friends. But I'm going to see my friends before then, and I'm going to let them know that I won't be on that cruise like I'd hoped. I'm going to be on this one with you guys. So come join us. Now, okay, what else we got to tell you? So what happened at Touch an Eternity? Guys, we had so many people awaken. We had people who were brand new, never done mediumship. Were getting up and demonstrating for the first time ever, and they were doing wonderful for their first time. We had a big student dem. Scott did a phenomenal seance as usual. For those who have ever been in seance with Scott, and those who those who are coming to the event on July the 12th at the Haunted Hotel in the French Quarter, we are going to the Apothecary. I don't know how many people the seance room holds, but I know we'll be doing a seance that night in the Apothecary, not like Scott's. But we're gonna be working with energies in the Apothecary in their seance room, and then we'll also be doing, Misty and I doing a gallery as well at that event on July the 12th, that weekend of July 12th. You have to follow Misty Gaither for that. She has Quest, so. It's gonna be your first cruise. Oh, you know what, Jamie? My first cruise was a paranormal cruise, actually. My first cruise was on a Carnival ship. We had it was a group out of Miami that wanted me as a medium to come on and teach in dem. They also had a bunch of speakers, like a demonologist, I think, spoke, and a couple other people spoke, and then I did a gallery there as well, and worked worked for the class, and connected them to their loved ones. But it was fun. I mean, I drew the largest group, and but my first cruise was one like this, where we had an event plus all the fun outside the event. Yes, Tina, adult beverages also are included. Well, 15 a day, Tina. If you go over 15, I think they charge you. Yes, adult beverages are included. This is water, by the way. And that price. You can't beat that, because that alone, when you go on some ships for a week, is $400, $500, $700 the drinks alone. Like if you go get Carnival's drinking package, that alone is the cost. They charge it to everybody in the room. And so, yeah, so it's definitely worth it. Or bring your teenager with you. You promise your teenager, bring them with you, Celeste. Bring your teenager with you. That'd be a lot of fun. He's like, I've been on the booze cruises, yes. Ooh, people, I have to give my liver a rest because you know my friends from abroad, they're a lot of fun, and they gotta have different livers than I have because they have a good time. They do, and they're very kind. You know, Josephine and Dominic and Mark and Scott and Darren and Magni and I, we were such a good group of people, and um, you know, we it's just we're just such a good group of people, and it's just, you know, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We met people from all over the United States came. We had people from every part of the United States come into this conference and came in with no expectation and left with a wealth of knowledge, all loving and getting along with one another. We had a meet and greet where we had mimosas for everybody, that we paid for, and then everybody was able to buy open bar out. That it was really really a great conference. I'm so sorry so many of y'all missed it, but it was probably one of the best well ran. And Raina, you got to move it to April and move it onto the ship with us. You can bring the family on these. uh, what cruise line are you on, Raina? What cruise line are y'all going on? Probably Carnival if it's out of New Orleans. So the reason why, I could have held this cruise in May, but I didn't, because I don't know if anybody realizes this, but the cruise companies, they really, except for Carnival, they limit the interior Gulf from June through October because of hurricane season. You going on Carnival? Because if you were on Norwegian, you could, because that's what I just did. I just moved my deposit over, moved everybody over to, we moved Magni and me and it's a couple of friends. I moved over to this cruise. But oh, you're going out of Galveston for a wedding. Oh yeah, you can't change that. But the reason why I didn't do it in May is that everybody graduates in May, and every time I do something in May, it's a disaster. It's got Mother's Day. You've got graduations from all kinds of people. So a lot of people miss cruises they don't cruise in the month of May, or they don't take long vacations in the month of May unless it is a family thing like you're doing, Raina. So that's why I moved it back to April, and the boys couldn't do early May or they couldn't do anything April. So that's why we just redesigned the whole crew, the whole Touch of Eternity for next year, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And so I hope you guys, the rest of you, can join us. Yeah, Orlando was great. We went to Disney Springs. We ate. We went to restaurants with everybody. We had a really wonderful group of people. I've even been invited to a Halloween party in Florida. So I think I'm gonna go. I'm invited to a Halloween party in Florida from one of the classmates. They throw a huge Halloween party in Florida and on the east coast of Florida, and so I'm gonna probably do that this year. We're having bad weather and I can't hear you, so I'm gonna get off and come back again and see if I can hear you. Okay, Peg, that's horrible. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, try to logging off and logging back on. So I'm really hoping that you guys can come take advantage of Touch in Eternity, the cruise. And the next year, it's going to be back in Orlando because I got to tell you, the hotel was fantastic. The rooms were fantastic for the price. You couldn't beat it. You really just couldn't beat it. The rooms were cheap. The it was really a great deal. We had tons of restaurants with multiple choices, all within walking distance of the event. Um, we had a pool bar, and that was fun. After class every day, they had like this hut by the pool. It was like a pool. It was a pool bar. It was like an enclosed pool bar, and there was like a shady area on side of it with breeze. So after class in the evenings, we'd go sit out there and have cocktails and drink and socialize with everybody. It was like I'm telling you, I came back so relaxed from the event. Just so relaxed, and I felt, and it was so much love there that it was. I gotta say, this is probably was what is my favorite Touch in Eternity. I think that we've done thus far. It was really just perfect. It was. We had no problems. We had no issues. Um, it was just smooth. I think the hardest part was Magni and Stacy driving from New Orleans to Orlando with with all the stuff in the truck, like all the seance stuff and all that. So it was truly a blessed time. Oh, Jen, I'm sorry. Well, I understand. I mean, like I said, there's no perfect time for everybody. The good thing about people who can travel to New Orleans is that when the cruise lands, it's going to land the morning of the Sunday of the first Jazz Fest weekend. So I am going to tell people that if you are coming from out of town, book your flight. Once you book the cruise, book your flight early. And if you talk to a Norwegian and when you book your cruise, through the group person, they do offer something where they sometimes pay for your, and it's not a lot, but they'll pay for your airfare to there and back, and that might be a good idea too, because Magni and I are going to Alaska in October, and they covered my airfare plus my cruise, and the price I got was phenomenal. So it was truly phenomenal. It was truly phenomenal. It was with airfare. And we're going to Alaska for a week. So, and that's going to be in October. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the cruise. I wanted to talk to you about my upcoming events. I'm going to go over one more time. Again, the first thing we're going to have is Friday the 13th. That's this Friday. Misty Gaither and I will be at Mystic Resource Center at 1708 Lake Avenue, and come join us. That'll start at 7 o'clock. There are still tickets available. They are $30 a piece for those. So come join Misty and I. And then after that, this one I don't have a poster for. We have the event because it's sold out. The event is sold out, but I think they have day passes for the event, but it's the Haunted Weekend in the French Quarter. That's the weekend of July 12th, and you go through Misty Gaither for that. If you want to come to that, like I said, there will be a seance. I know it's going to be limited, so I don't know how many people they're going to allow in the seance. I don't know how many people the seance room can even hold. And so there's going to be a seance. There's going to be a gallery at the main hotel. There'll be there's a karaoke thing I think they're doing, and there's no bar. There's not really a bar crawl this year, but I'm sure they'll end up stopping somewhere. But it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, we sold out 2 hotels for this event, so that's going to be July the 12th. And then the next event I have after that is this one is Discovering the Medium in You with me teaching. It's an all weekend course. It is $300 for that one. We will be taking students and helping them find their mediumship, help them get on their path. So it's going to be a lot of education, and this is a new course for me. I'm not teaching the old course that I used to teach. I will still offer that course, but it's not going to be as often. I'm now moving into a new direction with working with my mediums, and this is the course, Discovering the Medium in You. It can be any level. You come in, we're going to work with you. We're going to see where you're at. We're going to help give you tools to work with so that you can develop your mediumship and develop your language with the other side. And then we have of course, the one that my love this course, and energetics. It is also a weekend, August 23rd and 24th, and it's only $125 for that weekend course. Both of these courses are being taught at my home and online. So you can join us online, or you can come to my home and take the course with, at my home with me personally, while people are online learning as well. And if you do both courses, when you finish the energetics course, you will get a check or a cash for $25 back, since you join, if you do both classes. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's energetics, and those are the classes that I have posted right now. And so if you want to join those, please sign up and see if you're available, and we can move from there. Okay, where are we at? Let's talk. Oh, we got time. Good. We got lots of time. The cruise definitely. Okay. All right. So I'm just reading comments. Please send comments. I see that we had some people leave the room. I was going to start reading, but people are leaving the room right now. So energetics is so energetics teaches you the basis of a law of attraction. It teaches you to awaken to the energy that's around you and build your positive moat around you, so that you attract the things that you need and that you want in life. And it helps you understand why things are done in communities. It helps you understand why energies happen around you. It's a very eye-opening class. It's definitely something that, for the reason I teach it to mediums, is because it helps you get rid of the negativities, that you can start teaching from your heart, from your energy space, and you can start, connecting from your heart and from using your senses and making those good connections. It really helps mediums get there. It also helps healers. So that's why I taught it, because it helps you clear any negativity from around you, helps you put a positive force around you, and it also shows you how you interact with people. It also makes you think about why you are the way you are as a person, and helps you take personal responsibility for your life. And it works again with, with the law of attraction. So all the classes are posted on my website, and you can sign up there. They will be they'll be on at my home and online. So if you can't make it here for some reason, you can join us online for the class. It is more fun in person, because we have a lot more play time and a lot more fun. But if you can't, they're online and in person. So the people have been asking me to teach them, so that's why. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you. So anyway, well, that's from energetics, Tina. That's how that works. So So again, so to answer back to Raina, so that's what energetics is about. It shows you like what's going on in your brain when you're creating energy. It shows you how to combat fears, how to work with when you have blocks. We also talk about emotional intelligence and how you handle things. Said I need to combine Mel Robbins. Well, in energetics, you learn how to deal with your narcissist father, because we talk about that in energetics. The one thing that it really wakes you up with, and it's why after energetics, I have a lot of people wanting counseling sessions, because they want help getting rid of all that negativity, is that you have to take responsibility for who you are, and then you got to find out why you're accepting behaviors in your life. And that's what energetics shows you, and that's what it teaches you, and it helps you build a more positive vibration around you, so that when negativity is coming at you, you can keep it on that side of the wall. You don't let it in. You keep it on that side. Doesn't mean you can't love them, but you don't get emotionally attached to them, because the positive wall is so thick that their emotional self can't get through to affect you. And that's the biggest part about energetics. It is creating that emotional wall so that others don't affect you, but in the same token, you have to take responsibility for your own actions. And you also understand then why you allowed yourself to be so beat up. Why did you allow yourself to be abused or harmed or hurt, or just felt or been talked down to, as in case of a narcissistic person. So again, this is about learning to take responsibility, understanding why it happened to you. Because energetic focuses on the concept of forgiveness isn't a thing. No one ever really forgives somebody. It always lingers somewhere. But instead of forgiveness, the word you will hear throughout energetics, and you will hear this word multiple times during the class, is that we don't forgive, we understand. We understand why people are assholes. We start to understand why they did the things they did to us, but then we also have to go in and understand why we allowed it. And that helps us create that neutral ground so that you can create that positive energy space around you. And we teach you how to do that. Look, Stacy's like, yep, because she was there. It will definitely wake you up. The energetics will heal you, will wake you, will let you use the laws of attraction. It is a phenomenal course. And when I can tell you, the students that walked out of there were awed almost every day that they left the class because of the stuff that they learned and that they got to see firsthand. So, that's up to you if you want to take it or not. But I recommend, and it's not just for mediums, psychics, and healers. It's for anybody. It helps anybody understand who they are. Yeah, so girl, yeah, you do need it. Woo, because I know some energetics you need. But anyway, because we have talked. But anyway, so what I'm saying to you is that, again, if this course will help you understand the science and the science side of why you do the things you do, it will explain to you how your mediumship, your healing, your psychic awareness goes. It will teach you how to work from a different place so that you don't allow the negative things in your life to confuse the messages that you're getting from your spirits teams. So it's like I said, and it also works with the law of attraction, because once you pull out once you put that negative ring around you, you're only going to, not negative ring, I'm sorry, that positive ring around you to keep that negative ring away from you, you will always then be able to attract what you need. And that's really how that book, The Secret, worked. But that's why nobody understood energetics before they read The Secret. And so when they wrote The Secret, they tried all these crazy things, and it wound up causing some people a lot of pain. So it wound up causing people a lot of pain. All right. What else do I need to tell you guys? I'm doing some travel too, just to let you know. I am going to, I forgot it. We have another big event in New Orleans, June 21st, at the Neutral Ground, coffee shop. There's going to be I'll be doing our photography there. It's an event to help raise money for a festival in October for HexFest. It's an event that's to help raise money for HexFest. I will be there helping them raise money, and I'll be with the Aura camera doing Aura photography and reading pictures. That'll be June 21st at the Neutral Ground coffee shop. And it's 4 hours. It's from 5 to 9. They're going to be doing some kind of a new moon ceremony or something like that outside as well. So I'll get all your friends out there. Come learn about your colors. Come get an Aura photo. We'll be at the Neutral Ground on June 21st. I'll have to have Magni put something up for next week. Oh, no, it might be too late next week because, no, it won't be, because it'll be, I'll have time if he puts it up before next week to put it out there for you guys to see. But that's going to be at the Neutral Ground. It's for HexFest, and it's to raise money for that event. So, and event's going to be in October. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the October event. I wish I was, but I'll be on a cruise to Alaska at that point. So that event is coming up. I got so many events, guys, I can't keep. I got an event tomorrow at 1 o'clock at work. So it just doesn't stop. All right. Questions from anybody? Anybody have any questions that they want to know about? Well, I'm breaking up my cards right now. Now's your time. Oh, that wasn't a good one to have. Oh, the last one was better. Oh, I'm breaking the last reading. Are we? My sister and I. All right, let me see what I get. I hope that didn't have anything. Let's see. Let me pull 3 for you, TK. Let's see. First card. Isn't that wild? The first card I pulled was family issues and family sorrow. They're trying to hold the money from you. It says there's a higher lesson here. So I think that there is forces in the family working against you. I think by the cards that I pulled, they look pretty negative in the beginning, but that last card says there's a lesson to be learned here. So I honestly, I kind of feel I'd have to do a whole lay on that, which I'm only pulling 3. If I had to tell you the 3 that I pulled, but the answer I would give you by these 3 cards, I told you what they each meant, but the answer I would give you would be, you may not be in a trust, but you're going to get something, but something's being held back from you because of that. So the answer is yes. Okay, and then Jenny, let's see what I get for you, Jen. And then I'll do Raina after Jen. That's how y'all popping up. 1, 2. So Jen, what it tells me to tell you, I got these 3 cards. I'll show them to you. I pulled that card again. I pulled this card again, but it's upside down. So it looks like there's some kind of battle that I don't know if this is I kind of think this is either with friends or at work, because it's a family card, but it's upside down. So it just tells me that I feel that there's some kind of disagreement that you have that you need to walk away from and not get involved in right now, because it's going to cause you some pain if you do. So right now, I would say just avoid conflicts right now, so that you don't have any issues. Now, Raina, I will do you. I'd like to see what the cards say for me. Let's see. I'll pull you 3 cards, Raina. 1, 2, 3. So this talks about emotions and balancing out your emotions and finding your ground. This may even be around one of your children, because there is a Page of Cups in here, but that's what I think, that there's like new emotions coming at you. Just about, I kind of think this is more to do with like your career and work, more than I think a personal relationship. But I think there are some emotions around that you're looking at balancing out things. So you might be making some changes with your work. I got the balancing coins. I got the Queen of Pentacles. And I got the Page of Cups for you. And that's kind of what that means to me, Raina, when I look at that. And Jamie, how you doing? Get the job. Ooh. So I kind of, this is really weird, Jamie. I think you're going to get it, but I don't think you're going to want it. Like, I think you might get it, but I think it might. There's something about it that I'm not, because you got this, which is the Teacher. But then you got the Tower of Destruction, means that there's things that's going to have to change for you before you can take the position. But then the Moon is upside down, so there's a lot of hidden stuff up in there. So be sure it's what you really want to do. Okay, I kind of think you will get it because of that first card, but just be sure it's what you want to do. Just watch things, you know. I mean, ask a lot of questions because the moon means they hide in things. So I wanted to say that to you. All right, Cindy, let's go to you. 3 cards. Cindy, are you married, Cindy? Is that a picture of you and your boyfriend, you and your husband together? Before I get myself in trouble? You're welcome, Jamie. So anyway, there's something about your relationship. And again, I don't know if this is your husband or a boyfriend because I don't know. But what it says is that it's telling you that there's some celebration that's coming between you and your relationship. There's some kind of unity, some kind of celebration, but it says don't get too crazy because you might overspend. One of you has an issue with overspending. Oh, she's married. Thank you. So something about you and your husband, be careful on your spending because I kind of see something happy happening and y'all get kind of crazy and don't overspend. So this is what I got. First card I got was the relationship card, which was straight up, was good. Then I got celebration. So I mean some kind of something. But then this says watch what you're spending on it, so don't get too crazy. So be careful with that. And I'm gonna leave you with that one, and then let's see. Celeste 3 card pull said I got a friend request from my dead brother. Is he telling me? It's just saying think of me. Celeste. It just means think of me, my baby. I get shit all the time. Trust me, I get shit happen to me all the time. Ooh. So, Celeste, I see that I see change that's been needing to happen with you in relationships with guys. I'm going to show you what I pulled. Okay, but I don't want you to get crazy on me. You can write me later. Okay? So you got the death card, which means change. Then you got 2 men. One upside down, one straight up. I like the one straight up. So what that just means to me is that you're going through some changes in the way that you're looking at relationships and how you're evaluating them. And there are some people you're going to have to put out of your life and some people you're going to have to bring closer to your life in order to make things balance out. So that's what I want to tell you that means. Wow, that was pretty powerful. All right, Celeste. Let's see, where am I at? Melissa, I would love a 3 card pull. Please see what the cards say. Okay, Melissa, let's see. Pull this one. This one looks good, and let's pull this one. Okay, this is from Melissa. I kind of think, Melissa, there's some kind of reunion of some kind or some kind of family gathering that I see coming up. And with that, I don't know if that... Well, I'm getting 2 messages from this. I'm going to give you 2 messages. So one to me looks like some kind of family reunion that's coming up where there may be an incident at that you need to stay away from. That's one. The other thing is, if you have an elderly person around you that's health-wise is not doing that good, it looks like that there's it's a male having a surgery around you, but people are worried, but don't worry, everything's going to be all right. So those are the 2 things that these 3 cards could mean. And that is the Emperor, the celebration there, the 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords, who was upside down, which usually means surgery for me. Could mean surgery, but it also could mean a woman at this event that's like a family gathering. Those are the only 2 things that could be, Melissa. I'd have to look at other cards around it to pull me, but with 3 cards, it's hard for me to really pull what I want to say with that. Tina, am I moving in the right direction and guidance with my daughter in teaching her to build her credit score, family obligations, home care? More probably trusting that she can be trusted with helping me with password account information when it comes to my personal finances. That's powerful, Tina. I don't trust nobody with that. I don't even give that to my husband. I love him like nothing. It's all his money anyway. He's the rich one in the family now. I see you worried about it. That's the first card I pulled, Tina. That says worry. But you're trying to do something here that's for the good. Like, the thief came up. So I'd be careful. I'm not saying that she's going to steal your blonde, but you got worry and you got thief in there. So that doesn't, the thief doesn't mean they're going to steal like money from you, but you may want to be careful. You may want to be able to monitor what's going on, definitely, and then see what happens. Sorry about that, but that's the 3 cards I pulled, so I'm not going to make it what it's not. Okay, he said, can you pull cards for me? Now I'm at, hi Gina. So I'm pulling for Gina right now. All right. I don't trust nobody with my banking information. I mean, we have the same Carly. He can go pull up, but even my own husband don't have my banking information. Okay. Oh, Gina. All right, so for some reason you got blonde cards all over. So you got the 2 of swords, just means the sword cuts both ways, and there's a blonded woman there. And then you got the blonde lady, which is the 8 of swords right there. But then you got travel. So what that's kind of saying to me is that there's some unexpected trips that's about to be planned. So I would pay attention to that. It's like, it's like something very spontaneous. It's like going to be a spontaneous trip. It looks like it's going to be fun because the travel card came straight up. So I kind of feel that, it's going to be a fun trip. So it's just something that's very spontaneous. So pay attention to that. Okay, Gina. All right. Let's see. So what I would do, Tina, is, there are things you can do in your card. You can give her the ability to only do so much. Like you can give her, I know that there's some banks you can set that up where they only can manage like anything that's over 500 or 100 that they do sends you a message. They can do that now because I know Capital One does that, and I think my credit union does that too. So, I believe that you can set your accounts up that if anything changes in them, that it messages you on your phone, so you'll know, and then you can put a stop to it right away, and you can put a limit. I know that can be done. Okay, Tina, that's the advice I would give you to do. Just until you see how she, you got to watch that. I mean, you never put all your eggs in one basket. Oh, thank you, Jen. Go get her. Go get her, my love. Okay. TK says, will my side hustle be successful? Let's see, TK, if your side hustle is going to be successful. Let's see what I get for you. Well, that is a very good. Card 1 was good. Wheel of Fortune. So it was straight up. The second one is good. So that's celebration. And that is also not just celebration. It's also like, so if your side hustle is like something it does with the public, or like with like cooking or with the public or anything social, it's going to be even better. And then the last card, oh yeah, you already know it's going to be good is what it says. You've planned it. Your side hustle, you're going to work harder on it, and I think it will be successful. Okay. Oh, doing good today. Doing good. Anyway, so see if I get any more questions for a minute. You're welcome, TK. You got 3 good cards. You got 3 of the best cards I pulled tonight. I was pulling all kind of. Even when I flipped the 3 cards over in the beginning, like when I break the last reading that I did, and I broke the cards, they weren't good cards. I was like, "Ooh, this looks kind of weird." But so TK, I think you got the best one tonight. The best 3 cards. Anyway, recap. This Friday, Mediumship Gallery with Misty Gaither and myself, located at Mystic 1708 Lake Avenue. $30. Tickets can be bought on my website. There's we already sold more than I anticipated, but we still got seats left, so come join us. I say it's way more than half sold, but it can hold. So that's pretty good. June 21st, I'm trying to do these in order. June 21st at the Neutral Ground Coffee Shop. It is from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'll have the Aura camera there. We'll be doing Aura photography. It's going to be a great event. It's to raise money for Hex Fest, so come out and join us. Come out and drink and have fun and sing and get pictures. There's lots of readers out there. There can be tarot readers out there and mediums out there reading. So come out and join us at the Neutral Ground on the 21st of June. Oh, that one went back again. Let's see. And then after the 21st of June, I will be July the 12th. I will be at the Haunted Hotel, the Haunted Weekend with Misty Gaither. That's the weekend of July 12th. We'll be doing a seance in a gallery. That event is sold out, so I didn't not making a poster for it. That event is sold out. They sold out 2 hotels. But I think there are some day passes to get in. You'd have to, Misty Gaither, you'd have to follow her. And she has Quest, the podcast Quest on YouTube. So look her up and you can find out a lot about that there. All right. And then on July the 19th and 20th, come learn mediumship with me, discovering the medium in you. Come on out and spend the weekend with me, and we're going to be working with your medium mystic skills. I'll be giving you some little tests to analyze and see where you're at, and then we will start with working on developing your language. We'll be sitting in the power. We'll be demonstrating one-on-ones. We'll be doing some energetic exchanges and working with you to develop your language with the spirit world. And then in August, the 23rd and 24th is the Energetics course. It is $125. The Energetics course is the one that I just taught at Touch in Eternity in Orlando. It was a huge success. It's only $125. If you do both courses, you will get $25 back. I'm not posting that because people think that you're going to get charged up front the full amount, and then once you completed both, you have to complete both classes. You will get $25 back for completing both classes. Okay, and August 2nd and 3rd, I know that's out of order, but I will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, doing aura photos at Cindy's metaphysical fair or spiritual fair. That'll be August 2nd and 3rd. August 17th through the 21st, I will be in Wisconsin, in Madison, Wisconsin. I will take some evening Zoom readings there. If anybody wants to do any there, I'm working during the day and taking classes myself while I'm there at an event. But I will be available in the evenings while I'm there if you guys need some readings. Okay, what is energetics? So energetics is about understanding personal responsibility. It's about learning that forgiveness is for the birds and you need to understand people. It's about the law of attraction and creating that that powerful positive grid of energy around you so that you attract what you truly put out, that you attract what you need. But in order to get positive stuff out of that, you have to dive deep into you, and that class will help you do that. And it explains how it all works. It talks about fears, blocks, emotional intelligence. It talks about spiritual energy. It talks about building the moat around your energy, around you, so that negative things can't come across and you can push back and block it. This will open up mediums, psychics, healers. This is also good for people who are just everyday life, who feel like they have bad luck, or everything's always negative around. This is to help them change those bad patterns, and this class will help you with that. And it is a weekend, and like I said, that was what I taught energetics and at the conference this past week, and it was phenomenal. And if you watch me, follow me on Facebook, which I think you do because I see that's where you're coming from, go look at some of the videos of the students when they were walking out of my class, how high they were from the class. It wasn't like we were doing gummies or anything, but they were high on life for sure after being in that class. Can we? Yes, you can participate via Zoom. Both won't be Zoom. It'll be Google Meets, because that's the program that I teach on. But yes, you can get a link and join the class. It's a lot more fun in person. If you can't, I am definitely offering the classes all online. Both classes will be offered online as well. And so, yes, that we will do. Okay, and then I'm just trying to, and then in September, the weekend of the 21st, I will be in Portland, Oregon. And I'm soon going out to California and Arizona. Arizona might be to teach energetics. California will be to be doing some galleries and meeting with some of my clients. So stay tuned. And I thank you for joining me tonight. So thank you for joining me at Touching Eternity Podcast. I am your host, Sid Patrick, and got tons of new stories coming out for you.